Hello everyone, welcome to ScorHigh. In a current affairs analysis series, today we will be discussing about the Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana. Now this particular topic will come under the heading Schemes for the Vulnerable Sections of the Society. Now it was in news recently and we will be discussing it in depth. Now recently there was a release of 8 crore Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana connection by Prime Minister in Sendra, Aurangabad, Maharashtra. So there was the 8 crore connection was released. So this is important. So in this aspect we will be discussing the scheme. Now while large people in India still rely on solid fuels. Now most people believe that food cooked on a chulha was healthier and tastier. And in contrast, rotis cooked on gas cause indigestion. They believe that cooking with solid fuels was healthy for the person cooking too. Whereas fumes purified the eyes because they caused tears, and blowing into the traditional stove our women did kasrat. So this is why the people relied on solid fuels. Now, but what can policymakers do to achieve exclusive use of clean fuels in rural India? There are 3 strategies which can be done. First, communicating the harms of solid fuels and the benefits of cleaner fuels. Reducing the cost of LPG cylinder refills in rural areas. And promoting gender equality within households, particularly in cooking and related tasks. What are the measures which can be taken? First, a large anti-tobacco style campaign communicating that solid fuels harm respiratory health, which may change these beliefs. Now similarly, advertisements that food cooked on gas can be as tasty and healthy as food cooked on chulha would be helpful. Second, reducing the LPG prices in rural areas. Now one way is to build on the targeting experience of the National Food Security Act. Third, current Ujjwala messaging, which focuses on the benefits of clean fuels for women, reinforces inequality. Now, advertisements showing that gas is so good that even men can cook with it will challenge both in misinformation on LPG and gender inequalities in household tasks. Now, about the Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana, it aims to provide LPG connections to poor households. Under the scheme, an adult woman, member of a below poverty line family, identified through socio-economic caste census, is given a deposit-free LPG connection with financial assistance of Rs 1600 per connection by the centre. Now, how are households identified? Eligible households will be identified in consultation with state governments and union territories. And the scheme is being implemented by the Ministry of Petroleum and Natural Gas. Now, what are the key objectives of the scheme? It aims to empowering women and protecting their health, reducing the serious health hazards associated with cooking based on fossil fuel, reducing the number of deaths in India due to unclean cooking fuel, and preventing young children from significant number of acute respiratory illness caused due to indoor air pollution by burning the fossil fuel. Now, what makes LPG adoption necessary? First, a large section of Indians, especially women and girls, are exposed to severe household air pollution from the use of solid fuel, such as biomass, dung cakes, and coal for cooking. And a report from Ministry of Health and Family Welfare places household air pollution as the second leading risk factor contributing to India's disease burden. And according to the World Health Organization, solid fuel use is responsible for about 13% of all mortality and morbidity in India, measured as disability adjusted life years. And it causes about 40% of all pulmonary disorders, nearly 30% of cataract incidences, and over 20% each of ischemic heart disease, lung cancer, and lower respiratory infection. Now, under the Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana, it is the largest direct intervention initiative for women of rural and urban households. So, It is both for women both in rural and urban households. Around 500 lakh women to directly benefit from an allocation of rupees 8,000 crores. It provides free LPG connections to BPL households, providing clean fuel to women, directly address health hazards due to use of wood, cow dung, etc. in cooking, free women from drudgery of collecting firewood, and smoke-free house to all, including children. This is important. Now, what is the need of the hour? The Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana is a bold and much needed initiative, but it should be recognized that this is just the first step. The real test of the Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana and successor programs will be in how they translate the provisions of connections to sustained use of LPG or other clean fuels such as electricity or biogas. Now, truly smokeless kitchens can be realized only if the government follows up with the measures that go beyond connections to actual usage of LPG. There should be concerted efforts cutting across ministries beyond petroleum and natural gas and including those of health, rural development and women and child welfare. So this was all about the Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana. For other current affairs updates, you can visit our website, that is www.scorhigh.com, or you can even follow us on Instagram. Our Instagram handle is score_high. So that's all for today. We'll be meeting again with a new topic. Thank you so much.